Let me introduce you to Wiki and Keijo. They are two killer whales or orcas who are living in the south of France at a marine land there. Now this marine land is only going to be open to visitors for the next couple of days or so before it shuts its doors forever. So the French government has to figure out what to do with these whales. The one option that they looked at initially was to send them to a facility in Japan. That option was rejected. There are two more options on the table. One, send them to a similar facility with pens and pools and tanks that they would be living in Spain, or send them here to Nova Scotia, a facility that hasn't even been built yet, but is being called a whale sanctuary. The whale sanctuary project is being described as kind of a retirement home for whales who had been living in captivity, basically an area along the eastern shore of Nova Scotia, about 3 hours drive from where I am here in Halifax. They would be setting up nets to keep the whales in, but it'd be a huge area. It would be deeper than most pools that whales are kept in, so they could dive deep. A natural environment the size of 50 football fields, or 300 times larger than your average captive whale pool or net or kind of area where whales are now held. So good news for whales who end up there. The trouble now is building it. $18 million is expected to be the cost of this facility, for the nets, for the infrastructure, coming from donations. The proponents of this project say the donations will likely ramp up if the French government does decide to send the whales here, which could happen sometime this year. The whales will be loaded into a specialized tank, placed onto a large plane, and then flown here to Nova Scotia to be released into this sanctuary. So we are watching this one very closely to see if it takes off, to see if it gets underway underwater here off the East Coast. Ruskin, CBC News, Halifax.